A dish was made, but what it was has been hidden. Only the clues remain. Step into the kitchen and uncover what was cooked. Somebody didn't soak the evidence. Typical. Enhancement. The kind that doesn't show up in the autopsy. Cheap, functional, no emotional attachment. Tools of precision or habit. Folded, like they had manners or something to hide. Only the stock left. Classic case of selective consumption. Not your everyday carb. This one's got intention. They were watching temps. That means meat. Or paranoia. Used recently. Whatever it was, it didn't go in whole. Vicious, milky, could be dairy, could be deception. Zest or just another layer to the story. They ate alone, or didn't clean up after the others. Sauce separation. Someone knew what they were doing. The scene's still warm, tangy, something citrus maybe. Not just meat, trimmed. This was premeditated. Salt, soy, something fermented, the usual suspects. More than one. Layers. Prep had phases. Peeled, rough, no finesse, or maybe just in a hurry. Sweetness shows up late. Always does. Sprinkled intentionally, for texture or for distraction. They wanted that glossy finish, that final touch. Red, bold. Somebody here wasn't afraid of heat. Ah, that's where the story turns bright and sticky. So this one's been bugging me. The scraps didn't lie, but they didn't exactly sing either. Sticky residue, protein remnants, that citrus curveball, not your average Tuesday. You walked the scene, you saw what I saw. What do you think cooked in the kitchen? Well, don't just sit there like a sous chef on break. Drop your theory in the comments. I've got my own hunch about this one, but I've been wrong before. Once. So go on, lock in your guess. I'll wait. Alright, time's up. Let's see how close you've got. Here is what really went down in that kitchen. Here are the clues that should have led you to orange chicken. Plenty of signs pointed east. The chopsticks, the wok, MSG lingering like a fingerprint on the counter. No mistaking it, this dish had Chinese American roots. Then there was rice. Rice wasn't front and center, but the trail was there. A crusted measuring cup, molded rice, shaped with care, laid as a base, a little too perfect to be a coincidence. How about the sauce? That's where the motive showed. Ginger peels scattered like someone tried to cover their tracks, a grater with the scent of citrus still clinging to it, and orange juice, the loudest clue in the room. That wasn't just tang, that was intent. They sauteed garlic and ginger first, classic opening move. Then in went the juice, sugar, soy, and all the usual suspects. Flavorings all pointed toward glossy, sticky, clearly screaming orange sauce. Then we saw a big clue in the sink, a milky trail. Not spilled milk, cornstarch slurry. Thickener for the sauce and a sloppy slip up by the cook. Should have rinsed that better. Then came the protein. Chicken scraps on the board. Not breast, thighs. More forgiving, juicier under pressure. Shows this wasn't a first timer. They knew what they were doing. We saw 2 bowls. This told the rest of the story. One dry, one wet. Classic double dip. Cornstarch and flour. Then egg. Standard prep for a deep fry hit job. And then the oil. Just sitting out. Might have been innocent until I clocked the thermometer in a dishwasher. Frying temp, no doubt. But the real tell? That pan with the wire rack and strainer. Oil drips, strainer. Scene of the crime. The garnish sealed it. Broccoli stem into trash, blanched likely, then tossed back in at the end. Green onion scrap on a dirty plate, raw so it went on last. And near the sink a lone orange peel. Not for the sauce, for show. Topped with sesame seeds, carelessly spilled near the cookbooks. And then the napkins, crumbled in a bin like an afterthought. Panda Express logo. Turns out this perp wasn't just copying takeout, he was paying tribute. Every clue lined up. The starch, the sauce, the fry, the finish. This case was cooked from the start. Orange chicken, guiltier than sin. Case closed. Orange chicken. The perp obsessed with Panda Express and not half bad in the kitchen. You see it now, don't you? The orange juice, the sugar, the orange peels. This dish practically confessed itself. But don't get too comfortable, detective. There's another crime waiting. And next time, it won't be so easy. If you've got gut instincts, hit that subscribe button. The next case is already heating up. If you like this video, here's a link to episode 1. I'll see you over there.